Hi, welcome to the Cromax Training Center. And when I say Cromax, you say productivity, right? Since 2009, we've been focusing on Cromax Pro Basecoat. But what we shouldn't forget is that its predecessor, Cromax Basecoat, is already in the market for more than 15 years. Actually, it's the founder of waterborne wet-on-wet basecoat applications. With a unique system of concentrated tints and binders, you can use it straight from the machine for every kind of repair. Let me get changed and guide you through an average repair in Cromax Basecoat. So, let me tell you something about this car. It came in with minor damages. But I also noticed some bad previous repair, and that's why I needed to change my strategy a little bit. I decided to paint the complete side of the car, blend it into the front fender. Because the front fender was the only piece that not has been painted before, I used it to do my color measurement using ChromaVision Pro Mini. I took the first green result, weight of Cromax Basecoat, and off I go. Here we are, almost ready to paint the car. But let me give you some tips and tricks, as in this video I will focus on application and a blending job. Before you start, preparation is your key to success. Preparation starts with your color measurement. So you first choose your position wisely, degrease, polish, re-degrease, and measure your color. After this, you can start your sanding. First do the hand sanding on edges and corners, finish off with the sanding of the surface with a P500-600. This is also important. If you go too coarse, you will create sand scratches, which you will see in a high pigmented aluminum color. I prepared the blending area with a P1000 to have a smooth transition of the base coat. Ready to paint. In this case, I start with the blender. The blender is 1640 WB, which is the Cromax Basecoat binder. I apply the blender on the fender and the roof rail, hitting the door frame. This will make it easy to apply my base coat in a wet-on-wet process into the blender. First coat to the widest area, second coat into the first coat, which creates a staggered overlap, and this is a continuous process through the complete side of the car. I stop with a mist coat, which is half trigger, further distance to control your mottling. I use a 1.2 nozzle and 2 bar inlet pressure. This will give you a nice and good atomization. Don't forget to check your climate conditions before you start, so you can adjust your material ready for use, straight from the mixing machine. Everything you can retrieve in our TDS or on the color tools. Let's get to work. This is what I was looking for, smooth finish, thanks to the blender, which is critical for this type of colors. I used the correct value shade, so also there, good coverage, nice and smooth, homogeneous film, ready for some clear coat. Also remember that we have our slow binders or WB400 available in case climate conditions are changing. Let's get the clear on. That's it. Clear coat right, smooth finish straight off the gun, ready to demask, reassemble and have a look outside together with the recap points. As you can see, also outside in the sunshine, a nice and smooth end finish, following the standard application and blending guidelines. To help you getting the same finish, I will go through some recap points. Use our digital color tools. Focus on preparation. Preparation is the key to your success. For critical colors like this, we always recommend to use the blender. Adjust your base coat and your spray gun correctly to have a nice and smooth mottling free end finish. We apply in 2 coats plus a mist coat. Let the base coat dry, apply the clear coat on it. This is what Cromax Basecoat is about. Now it's up to you.